one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Blunt. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to
send it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Still looking. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Might have a chance.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Left side, it's Johnson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back. It's Rivers. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing.
He's going for the big play. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gamecocks with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Shepard. Right side, it's Green. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Temple lining up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Sells to run, looking to pass. Comes down, it's Hudson. He's stopped.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Out wide right, it's Dorsey. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, route.
He lets one fly deep. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Owls come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blue. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Shepard. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Running inside, it's Bradford. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The unproductive first down completion now brings up second and long. The run inside. It's Bradford. And you knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Throwing right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw one first. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mitchell. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. They get to him as he throws. Just barely got rid of it.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Temple lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Tigers sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Rivers. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now on first and 10 from the 27. The give as they work on that clock. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Memphis wants to move quickly.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass on second down. Look out! And down he goes. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center right back into the QB.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he wants it all. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Out wide left, it's Green. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for room straight ahead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Looking to pass. It's Shepard. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Temple.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quick give. It's Hudson. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Hand it to the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hits inside. It's Hudson. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Turning it on! And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this is the only time as a coach I'm going and talking to a kid, okay? I'm picking his brain. Apparently he might like it on the left hash because they run the ball to the left. Like, where do you want it to kick this game winner? Like, we're sizing this thing up. A field goal wins it. I need to know what your tendency is.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And he got it! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive?